Dream a little dream of me. Welcome kindreds, it's Jessica the Story Witch, and this is one of the 31 Days of Tarot challenge started by Ethany over on her blog. I'll put the link down below for that. So today I'm going to do 3 of the prompts together. I'm going to do 24, 25 and 26. So 24 is, if you could design a 79th tarot card that everyone would use, what would it look like and what would it represent? So I had a little think about this, and I know there are some decks out there now as well which have got more cards as well, so it was quite interesting having a little think about this question. Really cool question. But I think I'm gonna go with the card would have a picture of a hand on it like this, and in the book it would say, "Stop, don't pull any more cards, I've already told you the answer." Because I don't know if you're anything like me, but sometimes if the things don't come out how I wanted them to or how I hoped that they would, then I'm tempted to maybe just pull another one just to clarify that, and then before you know it you have many cards and you're even further away from the answer than you were in the first place. So that would be my 79th card. And so 25, tarot or oracle, which would you read with for the rest of your life if you had to pick one, and why? Now, a few years ago this would have been super easy for me because I would have said tarot straight up, because I didn't really use oracle decks at all. It's only been in the last 3 or 4 years that I've started using oracle decks, and now it actually is a much more tough question. So I think I would still go with tarot, because I guess just because I've had such a relationship with it now for quite a long time, and I know I like how you can get kind of nuanced readings and you can do more elaborate spreads. You could do that with oracle as well, but the thing I love about oracle mainly is that you can get an awful lot out of just one card, and sometimes it's just that little message that you need to hear and it's just succinct. So while I do think that tarot can also offer that, and oracle can also be used similarly to tarot in some ways with spreads and things as well, I think I would still choose, I don't know, it's so hard, isn't it? How would you choose? But yeah, I think I still would have to go with tarot. Don't tell my oracle cards. And then, okay, so 26 is thoughts on tarot becoming mainstream. I've seen quite a few things about this, and generally I think in the whole kind of witchy culture is becoming a lot more mainstream in many respects, particularly from a fashion and a kind of like an aesthetic point of view. So people are getting into the look of things and into things like tarot and other things which perhaps before would have been seen as a little bit more taboo and niche. Some of the big fashion houses are making decks, and I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like when it's being done just purely for kind of like aesthetics, and because for kind of posturing, I don't like it. I feel like it's disrespectful in a way to the cards and to people who genuinely use them and connect with them and is a big part of their spirituality. So I don't think that's very respectful. But and I similarly with the fashion and things like that, you know, it's like it's kind of cool to dress in a certain way and things now, and to kind of be a bit more witchy. And I think some of this is because, and this is a good thing and I'm happy about this, is because feminism is a big part of it, and women being strong, and witch as like a kind of like an archetype is something which is kind of having a bit of a renaissance, and people are identifying with that as an archetype, as a strong female not in the box, not as a mother, not as, you know, you're not being defined in relation to anything else. Obviously there are male witches too, and totally not saying that you can't be that, but quite often witch is seen as that kind of like female archetype, and also an outside of the powers that be archetype. And so in that respect I quite like that it's becoming more mainstream, because I feel like that is, it's opening doors for lots of people who were always interested in that, in those kind of practices and beliefs, but who were too frightened to follow that path. And also it's making it easier for those of us who are walking that path anyway, and it is more challenging to the old kind of established patriarchal religions and also society setup. So I think in that respect it's a good thing. I'm not saying that kind of fashion houses making tarot decks is going to change the world, but I do think that generally as a kind of like embracing of those aspects of culture which have normally been kind of shoved underground, that is a positive. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope this has been interesting for you, and if you've been making these videos too, then please let me know in the comments. Link your channel, your videos, and I'd love to go and watch and subscribe to your channel. Warmest blessings. I will see you very soon. Da, 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 da.